Welcome back to the 4th episode of my Slayer journal. As you can see, I'm currently in the new Slayer dungeon. I got another of the Soul Devourer Slayer tasks, and they're a pretty good experience. With my bonus XP, as you can see, I got 1.5k Slayer experience per kill. It's not the fastest Slayer task of all, but I enjoy them and they're pretty alright loot in the end. And they're also pretty easy, as you don't have to pick up loot per kill, but you can pick it up in the end from the chest. And of course I enjoy stacking up the keys. I think I have 8 or 9 keys just for slaying this stuff now. So that's pretty alright. I'm almost 113 Slayer, which means we're about halfway there to 120. So currently we're pretty much on schedule to get it before Runefest and finish our completion escape before we head to London. I have been trying out a couple of different NPCs in the dungeon. I've been making a couple loot videos, so they should be uploaded soon as well. I have to say, they do drop pretty decent loot. There's nothing spectacular about it, but it adds up pretty well in the end. So I do recommend doing these tasks, even though they might be slow and long. It's also pretty decent augmented experience if you just do them right. I have tried to both range and magic these creatures, but they do hit a lot, so I do currently prefer to use melee attacks and strong combat armor. I'm only using bandos, but still it's better than my magic and range gear, because they do hit with their tail whip. They hit me like 3-4k damage, which means when I do multi with mage and range and it stacks up, I died pretty often, to be honest. So yesterday Jagex posted the notes that they're gonna postpone the Slayer boss for another week, which means we have some more time to stack up those keys to the crossing. And as far as I understood, you're gonna have to have 115 Slayer just to do the boss, which means we're still 2 levels off. So we're gonna do what we can to grind out as much of that as possible, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get 2 Slayer levels in 1 week. We're gonna get as close as we possibly can, of course. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I'm doing the Soul Obelisk every day now to boost up my reputation. It gives a 20k reputation per day, which is very decent. It doesn't take very long and it's pretty FKable if you just use the right setup. I haven't been able to slay as much as I hoped for the last week. It's been rather busy both outside and in-game while doing different things. I have been trying to keep my Iron Man up to date, but I think we're gonna put that series on hold for now. I think we're gonna focus mostly on the Slayer journal and to try to push out as many guides as possible. We do have pretty many different requirements left for the completion escape. Most of them is small stuff like quests and mini games, but still it has to be done. And I'm not very good at multitasking with 2 different accounts at once, so we're gonna probably mainly focus on this one, and then we're gonna come back to the Iron Man in a later stage when we can do more AFK-able thing on this one. I still have stuff like living farm and such left, which means we could do pretty much anything else that is AFK-able at the same time. But right now, as we do Slayer and these kind of stuff, I'd prefer to just focus on this account, and we'll come back with more on the other one later on. So it's only 1 more level until I can do the Gorilla Soul Devourers. Then it's only the Rangers and the Warriors I still can't do, which is gonna be 117, I believe. So it's gonna be pretty much. So it's gonna be a while until I can do those, but as we can hit 115 before the boss, that would be the greatest. I don't have that many clips to add to this episode, unfortunately. I'm still grinding Slayer, but I haven't been able to do many else bosses. I've mostly been doing things in the Manifold Slayer dungeon. So I did a couple of clues, but those were all added to the Corrupted Warrior Worker guide that I did earlier. That's pretty much it for this time. We're gonna jump into the loot tab just to have a look. Any changes from here last time. I hope you enjoy watching this series as much as I enjoy making it. It is a long way it will go. We're only about halfway to 120 Slayer, so hopefully we're gonna get some more interesting tasks and loot on the way. I haven't really decided yet if we should just keep the whole loot tab and the clues now until we get 120 and then sell everything off just to make some volume of it, but we'll see what we make up. So let's now jump into the tabs and have a look at what changed from last time. So here's my Slayer tab since last time. It's not really a lot of differences. There is some loot from the new dungeon, as the workers do drop a lot of these kind of stuff. And we did get 8 keys of the crossing while grinding, so that's pretty alright. Hopefully we're gonna get some more before the boss comes out. But other than that, it's not a lot of change. We did do some clues though. We got a magic composite bow, that's 1.1 million. We got the gilded plate body from another clue, that was almost 2.4 million. And we got some Guffix and rune plate gilded and stuff, that's a couple 100k each. So it's not a lot, but it's still valuable. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna keep on slaying now, but I'm not gonna try to focus on 2 different accounts anymore. So hopefully there's some more videos coming out this week. We're gonna see what I get the time to do. So yeah, please give this video a like, and I'll see you again later.